It does not remove your hair. We are all grown-ups here, so you know what pubes are like. So this is the beginning, and then these I believe would be my results. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. So this video is going to be about my laser experience. Particularly, I want to talk about my Groupon laser experience. I think that is mainly how girls are introduced to laser, because it is such a pricey procedure or service. So yeah, I just want to summarize everything that I have gained or lost because it's hair loss, from purchasing the Groupon all the way to the end, because it is quite a long time till you actually finish up your Groupon. So yeah, now I'm going to give you an overview of my Groupon that I bought, so you guys can base it off what you want done for yourself. So I bought a 6-section Groupon on a large area. So I checked the size chart on what area I wanted to get done is categorized at the salon. I'm pretty sure salons are different in their each and every way. So yeah, I wanted the Brazilian done, which is the vulva area, if you guys didn't know, but I'm sure everyone knows. There are sets for 3 treatments, but I went with the 6 treatment because I'm always trying to get the best bang for my buck, and it was $169. Surprisingly, my best friend bought it for me because that was the only thing I wanted at that time, so thank you, Trey. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm in New York City, so a lot of the salons here, they make you pay like tax or service. So I think I paid like $4. It was less than $10 on some extra fees that they charged me. So they seemed pretty upfront about it, so I'm just gonna leave that as that is and, you know, not go too much into it. So yeah, if we just divide really quick, I'm not gonna add in the service fee. It is $28.17 for each session, and yeah, so you could just take that as it was. I thought it was a really good deal, mainly because I was basing it off their Yelp. So I went through their Yelp, and their Yelp is rated really highly, and I looked through people with similar backgrounds as me, so Asian, relatively light skin, dark hair, because that's what laser is about, because it goes and attacks the pigmentation in your hair. That's how it picks it up. So if your hair is, so the lighter your skin is and the darker your hair is, the better. In a way, your skin is like best to be like translucent, so it could travel through your skin. Because I did see a girl with darker skin complaining that she did get hurt or damaged skin from it. So definitely be very careful about that. You have to be a good candidate for that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know. So of course it was 6 sessions, and the salon I went to, they'll rebook you 6 months in advance. So 6 weeks of 6 sessions would be 36 weeks. I did reschedule a couple of times, so some of the intervals were longer. And yeah, so it did take me a little bit longer to complete this, and yeah, I just want to share with you guys the results, I guess. I did a little drawing of hair so you guys can actually visualize it, so don't judge me. But okay, so this was my nether regions. So I would say my hair, if my hair started out this thick, so I'm pretty sure we are all grown-ups here, so you know what pubes are like. So this is around how thick it was. I drew this with like a small Sharpie or whatever. So this is the beginning, and then these I believe would be my results. If I can focus, this would be around my results. I would say it's like very long peach fuzz, thicker than my peach fuzz, but yeah, that's what I mean. So this is the before again, very thick, and then this is the after. Yeah. I'm gonna have to reset. Okay, sorry about that, it got really yellow, but hopefully you guys appreciate my drawing. And yeah, obviously I can't show you my actual skin with hair, but if I could, I would. But yes, that is the results. Now I want to talk about would I recommend it to a friend. I actually have recommended it to my friend. My best friend Trey, the one who bought me the Groupon, actually bought a Groupon for herself, not at the same salon because it is in Manhattan and she wanted to go to somewhere closer to her. So yeah, but I do recommend it to my friends. I would recommend it to you guys as well if you guys are a good candidate and if you know what to expect coming out of it. So I do want to dismiss, or just like, oh my god, I can't remember. I do want, or disprove some kind of common misconceptions about laser hair removal. It's kind of the whole marketing of it. It is their fault because they are calling it laser hair removal, but the actual process of having your hair lasered is hair reduction. So it's just the thinning out of your hair, having it grow slower, thinner, just less gross, I would say. It does not remove your hair. I think a lot of people talk negatively about the results of laser hair removal because in the name they do expect to have it removed, but if you do your research, if you actually read about it, look into it, the salons, if you talk to the salons, the good ones actually, they will tell you not to expect hair removal but hair reduction. So just wanted to make that clear because I did find out about it like the 4th video into laser hair removal. So yeah, it's definitely hair reduction. There are some spots in my nether regions that don't really grow as much hair, so I feel like it is less follicles. Like if you were actually gonna sit down and count from the beginning to the end, I do believe it is less follicles, or maybe because it is so thin it is less noticeable. So yeah, so I do recommend it again. So I will tell you what I wanted from laser hair removal and if and how it actually, sorry, the leaves are blowing. So if and how it actually met my expectations. So going in, I used to shave my hair down there, and I don't know about you guys, but when it grows back, it was because the hair follicle down there is so thick. When I shave it, I feel like it's like really sharp and blunt. So when it is growing back, it kind of pierces through all of my clothing. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. It pierced through all of my clothing. Sometimes when I'm wearing leggings, I would find it, and yeah, it would just go through my underwear, through my leggings. So it definitely wasn't fun. After the whole prickly part, when it gets longer, then it actually isn't as sharp. So I didn't want that to happen anymore. Of course, when I'm wearing thicker pants, it doesn't happen. But that's what happened for me. Also, it's not so comfortable when it touches my inner thighs and stuff. And yeah, it just wasn't nice for me. And waxing wasn't really an option for me, just because if I compared pricing between waxing and laser, they are relatively around the same, and I really didn't want to deal with ingrown hairs and stuff like that. And it didn't really seem like girls that did laser, they didn't really have much of an issue with ingrown hair rather than wax. And wax just seems too painful for the results. Like, you just get the same hair to grow back. But my best friend does tell me that it thins out over time. But I'm too lazy to be consistent with waxing. So I feel like if I shave it and shave it and shave it, I really won't be getting that benefit of waxing consistently, like the thinner hair. So there's that. So coming out of it, now that my hair looks like this, I need to use this drawing, okay? I drew it and I'm gonna use it. So now that my hair looks more like this rather than this, So yeah, I'm definitely way more happy with the outcome. It met all of my expectations and I'm super happy about it. So would I recommend buying a Groupon for laser hair removal? Absolutely, 2 thumbs up out of 2 thumbs up. I would just say make sure you know what you're buying, as in the section of the section that you want to get done, what it fits into, so you're buying the right one. Most of the time the salons limit you to using 1 Groupon per person at their salon, so you're only limited to 1. So if you want to do another area, you have to buy into their services. In this case, that is what I did because I do really like the salon and want to support them, and they had really good everything, customer services, technicians, that's the word. And yeah, and I really didn't want to be jumping around salons and stuff and risk, you know, just things going wrong when I already had something going so right. So yeah, but the Groupons are an introductory price into salons, I feel like. So you are paying more for like the same kind of service. Like I said, the Groupon price per session was $28.17. So I am paying a little bit more right now on other areas that I did buy. And yeah, but again, it is every 6 weeks, so it doesn't really hurt as much. Up front, when you do pay, it does hurt, but again, I do want to support this salon and yeah, stuff like that. So I will briefly touch upon the pain since we're already in this video, but I do have other videos talking more in depth. I'll link them down below just in case you guys want to jump around and find out more information. Definitely do your research. So yeah, the laser hair removal pain is like rubber band snaps. It is not one but many at the same time. I wish someone told me that, or I found a video where someone said that so I knew, but it is a lot. And the salon that I go to, they started with a laser hair removal that was like this kind of thing that they rubbed against you like this, you know. It was like that, and then the rubber band snap feelings would come from this object, and then it's a lot at a time. So they usually move it around wherever you want hair removal, but obviously there are places in that section that you choose that grow thicker hair than others, so they will try to focus in on that. And when they go over it a couple times, it gets warm and then it gets hot. So definitely try to tell them your pain threshold, because they are there to help you out. They don't really want to hurt you, they want to help you laser your hair, but obviously they're not you, so they can't really tell if you're feeling too hot or burnt or too much pain or whatever. Many times, every single session I've gone, we have taken a tiny little break, maybe 5-10 seconds, where I can just, you know, have it back off and then cool down, and then we can go over it again. Definitely don't be afraid, because I hope you do choose a place that the technicians are very professional. They do it very tactfully. I go to the same technician over and over again just because I feel more comfortable like that, because she already has seen my lady bits and I don't have to show someone new my lady bits. But I have had to switch technicians sometimes. So yeah, they do it very tactfully, so you develop a relationship if you do go back to someone, or the technicians are already so experienced, so they know which areas it is. So when they are attacking those areas, they do it very fast, and then sometimes they'll press down on it so the pain lessens and it subsides faster. So they definitely do take care of you with that in mind, but there is definitely no gain without pain. I'm definitely going to tell you it is painful. I do think I have a relatively high pain threshold, maybe not as high as others. I don't have any tattoos, so I can't compare it to that. I don't think in my head when I'm processing the pain, I don't think it's painful because I physically don't see any pain. So in my mind, I take it in as less painful when I'm processing everything. I hope that makes sense. Because when you get a piercing, you see the blood and then you see it swell up and stuff, so in a way it's more painful. Definitely it's only painful when you're getting lasered. So the second that she's done zapping your hair follicles, it's done, it's over. There's no pain after that. Very little, maybe a little bit of sensitivity, and that's it. So because of that, I think laser is very tolerable, and I can definitely tolerate it. I've gone into every single session without any cream, any numbing cream, but most recently they switched me to a different machine. So like what I said before about this kind of machine, I've had that one for 5 sessions, and then on my last one she asked me how my results were, and I told her that my hair is thin. So that picture I showed you, it is very thin, and I haven't seen any difference since then. So I do feel like that laser machine that they were using can only take you from thick hair to a certain amount of thickness or thinness in your hair, and then that's the spectrum of results it can provide. And then she used a different laser. I don't know if it was like they bought a new laser machine, so I'm not really so sure, but she said this one's a little bit better. I haven't seen the results yet because I just did my last laser hair removal experience yesterday, so sorry about that. But that one hurt a little bit more than the regular laser, and I do want to say that regular laser hurts if they are putting you at the optimal strength for results, because I did see in some Groupon reviews that they didn't see that much of the same result, and they felt like the technicians were keeping the same strength. So they definitely should be upping the strength when your hair gets thinner. But the technician that I go to, she recommended, because she saw that I was going through more pain, and I told her that it was more painful. Oh yeah, and the machine was a machine that didn't have to roll over my skin. It was more of like she put it on and then she zapped it, and then she picks it up and then moves it on to the next section and zaps it. And every zap, it shoots out a burst of cold air or cool air. So there are 2 different ones. I don't really know the names of them, but that is the description of how they work. So yeah, that one hurts more than the other one that rolls over your skin. She definitely did do a lot of holding down my skin to help me deal with the pain, and she did a little rubbing here and there. She would zap it like 3 times and then like rub it down, and really appreciative of that. So after we were finished, I was telling her that this one's more painful, and then she recommended to me to use a topical cream, which I'll insert the picture here if you guys also want to buy it online, if you guys are afraid of the pain and all that. This is what it looks like. It's like a lidocaine cream, and it's 5%. I'm not sure if this one, oh, it says RX only, so yeah, this one's definitely not available on the open market, but definitely look for something similar, or maybe you are able to get it from a doctor or something. I'm not so sure. So yeah, I will definitely be buying that cream for my next session if I do continue to continue on my Brazilian area. So yeah, that is overall a general view of the pain that laser is like. Because I have a new machine that they're using on me now, the pain is quite different. It does hurt more, but it is the same, like warmness, and then the zapping is the same. It's just a different application of the pain because of the actual spectacle they're using on you. So yeah. And yeah, I think that was overall everything about the Groupon. I hope I touched upon everything, like price, research you should be doing. If you are the right candidate, make sure that you buy the right one that you buy. make sure you go into it knowing as much as you can. And if you don't know anything, definitely ask the technicians. They are there to teach you and help you understand what's happening to your body. Definitely don't be afraid to ask. I feel like there's nothing wrong with asking. And yeah, of course I asked, so I know, so I can tell you guys. But of course everyone's going to have different results, but again, if you are the right candidate, generally you can expect results of other people who are similar to you to have the same results as them, which is exactly what happened in my place. Yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to oh, I didn't tell you guys the salon. Okay, so yeah, the salon I go to is Baird Monkey Spa. If you guys are interested, I'll just shoot down a link in the description bar below. I'll put like the Groupon listing they have now. It kind of changes every couple of months, like it'll expire and then a new one will come up, but I'll put it down below now. I don't know how much it is now, but it's relatively the same price, I would believe. They do have 2 locations now, one in Penn Station and one in Grand Central, so that's really great for everyone in different places in Manhattan, or if you're coming in from Manhattan. Oh, I'm not being sponsored by them. I literally just found them organically through research, through Groupon, through checking their Yelp. I really like this spa. Super respectable, good customer service, response time very good, A1. Easy to contact. You can text, call, email. Great technicians. And yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys the technician I go to because she's pretty hard. Like, she's pretty busy already, so I don't want to make it more busy. But if you ask me, I'll tell you. If you ask me through like Instagram DM or something like that. Yeah. Oh, one mistake that I did make is that I didn't because I didn't have any friends that had done. I didn't have any friends or people that I knew that I was comfortable enough talking about this with that had laser hair removal at that time, and I guess it is on my fault that I didn't research enough. But Brazilian, for the most part, includes the front, so the vulva, and then the back, so the buttocks. I didn't do my research, and when I did purchase it, I just thought it was Brazilian, so they only did my front all the way to the very bottom of my front. So I just thought that was that. But when I was talking to another girl in my office, she talked about flipping over, and then she was like, oh, they don't do your back side, because we were comparing prices and hers was priced a little higher, I think because they factor in that they do the backside. So this salon, when you purchase their Brazilian, it does not include the backside. You do have to buy in and buy a small area price, and then they will do your backside for you. So that really sucked, and I only found that out from talking to her and also thinking about buying the buttocks section, because my front was thinning out but my back wasn't. So it kind of was kind of weird when everything was growing out and stuff like that. So yeah, that was definitely my one mistake, but hey, you learn from your mistakes, and I'll share that with you guys so you guys know what to expect if you guys are from the New York City area. And yeah, I think that's everything. So if there's anything I missed, if you wanted anything about pain or growing back experience, definitely check the info box below. I do have other videos talking about that more in depth, but this was hopefully just an overview of my experience buying a Groupon, what to expect, if I recommend it or not. Please give this video a like if it was useful to you or if you enjoyed it. And yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.